Welcome back to Squaw Valley, where we're getting ready for the final women's snowboarding runs.
I've been so impressed with how well these competitors get along. Listen to what Missy Collins had to say to Rob earlier.
Morgan LaFonte's she's one of the best women riders. I just feel privileged to be right under her for first. I just got to go as hard as I can. Just do what I can do. I need to, Morgan's my idol, and it's always a pleasure to be up there with the people you've been watching for your snowboarding career.
And Missy Collins is on course.
Oh, and throws a helicopter right off the top cornice. Little butt drop, but she's back on track.
Boy, it looks like it's getting rough in there, Kim.
It does, Chaco. It looks like the snow is set up a bit, but Missy's handling it quite well. Catches a little bit of air there.
She's carrying a lot of speed down through here. Let's take a look at that top helicopter again.
You can see she really throws her body around to get her rotation going. Then in the second portion, she just over-rotates, and you can see gets her board up a little bit too high.
Still a pretty nice run, and it looks like Collins is very happy with that. Here's what the judges have to say. Oh, that's pretty high scores. That could put her up there in position for first. Susan Hellman's next. Susan also has an outside shot at this, and it looks like she's heading for the buttress rocks.
She is. Looks like she's hesitating a little bit or making sure she's lined up. Really nice. Too bad. Takes a fall. Lost in the dust of snow, but pops up with her hands over her head. Looks like she's pleased. She's slicing up some nice powder on the bottom. Here again we see in slow motion, she's well balanced. She goes for a little tail grab, extends the landing, and then collapses. Right there, nice soft snow allows you to take a fall, but it's not going to help her out much with the scores.
Still, Susan Hellman for her first contest has really done well here. Here's her scores, 35.0. Definitely hurt a little bit there on control. Well, here comes Morgan LaFonte, our leader going into this last run. Do you think she'll go conservative or take some risks to ensure a win?
I don't know, but it looks like she's setting up for some air, and a big air, a backflip. She lands it perfectly.
Oh, no.
Oh, and goes down, but back up. Her hands are up. She is pleased with that and making some real nice, beautiful turns. That was incredible, Chaco.
I want to see that again. Here we go from the top.
Nice, big back flip, and stop it right there. Look at her arms. She looks like a bird. They're like wings. She's slowing down her rotation. She drops in, and boom, perfect landing. It's only later on that she runs into trouble. Again, nice, smooth rotation, slows it down a bit, lands perfectly centered on her board, and comes across a hill. Here's where she takes that little tumble. Looks like she runs into some avalanche debris or some chunks, takes a quick tumble over, and back up again.
Do you think the judges even saw that one, Kim?
I think probably, Chaco, the judges did see it, but the spectacular backflip is going to overshadow that little fall afterwards.
Well, the spectators obviously agree with you. Listen to that cheering. Oh, and so do the judges. Look at that, a 10 for aggressiveness.
She deserves it, Chaco. That backflip was outstanding.
And here's our final women's snowboard scores. LaFonte wins it, going away. Well, it's time for our women's skiers' final runs. And first out of the gate is our leader, Emily Hart.
Emily's had a strong lead from the beginning. You can see her solid technique is what's kept her there. Goes for a little bit of air, gets back a tiny bit, but nice landing.
Riding over those avalanche chunks, huh, Kim?
She's skiing well down here, Chaco. I think she's probably pleased. She got the air out of the way, and she's on her way to the finish. Back here in slow motion, you can see good hop turns, body's facing down the hill. Now she's setting up for this jump. One last turn. A little bit sideways, but she does land with her feet underneath her. I think that's a good run for Emily.
And that's a pretty strong score, 34.8. Let's see how it holds up. Well, Emily sure seems to be happy with that. But here's the girl who can catch her, Astrid Walty in second place. And it looks like she's heading to the same area that Emily just skied.
Astrid's taking her time above this rock. I know she's not real big on air, but she's got to do this if she wants to pass Emily. Nice skiing up there for Astrid, and comes out of it carrying a ton of speed.
She's ripping down here.
I think Astrid should be real proud of herself. She skied that well. Let's check this out in slow motion. You can really tell that she's anticipating this jump and not thinking about skiing up above it. From here, this doesn't look like a big jump. But from up there, it's exposed and scary, and I know Astrid wants to make sure she hits her mark. She does it really well, lands right where Emily landed. I think she's probably right where she wanted to be.
35, that did outscore Emily on this run, but it's not enough to put Astrid in first place. We do have one final women competitor here, Kirstin Kremer, and she's a wild card. Who knows what she's up to?
Kirstin, you can depend on to go for big air, and she does a good job there.
That
Real
was
nice
great.
big air and goes down again. Boy, that girl, she just must lose her concentration after the jumps.
Looks like she got bit by a snow snake, Kim.
I think so, Choco. You can see here she gets on her inside ski. She's got her outside ski almost
right
out of the
there.
snow.
Yep, there's that snow snake.
Oh, it's too bad for Kirstin. Takes a tumble after a big air. She could have pulled that off. But, you know, Kirstin doesn't have that many years of skiing behind her. In another year or two, she's going to be unbeatable.
Well, she sure put on a good show here, and the crowd definitely appreciates it. Looks like Emily Hart's our champion, and there's Kirstin congratulating her down at the bottom. Yep, Emily pulls it out. She had a great contest here at Squaw Valley. We'll be right back for the men's ski and snowboard runs at Squaw Valley, where the snow snakes are out and dancing.